guys, it's me, Made Up Jen, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys a Milani only makeup tutorial. There are only like two things that I don't have that are Milani. So I don't have setting powder and I don't have mascara from Milani, but everything else is gonna be Milani. So it's not completely not all Milani, but it is all Milani. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna use the Rose Primer Prep and Hydrate. This is a lightweight base. I use this just as literally just a base. I don't use it to fill in pores, do any extra thing. I use it literally just to hydrate my face because I'm combo oily, so I am dry in the cheek area, but I am oily everywhere else. My forehead, my nose, my chin, my pore area, it gets all oily. But before I get started, I'm gonna go ahead and put my hair back. I don't know how some people do it where they can do their makeup with their hair in their face. I cannot. And look at these cute little ears. I am gonna use another primer that's not Milani because obviously I need something for my pores. I don't have like humongous pores, but I have pores and you could usually see them if they're not prepped right. So I am gonna go ahead and use the E.L.F. Poreless primer, putty primer. This is a new one. I already used my other one. I didn't finish all of it. This little tub does go a long way, and you guys are about to see me put on a lot. I always have to mention this. I have scarring on my cheeks right here. I have scarring in my cheeks right here from popping my blackheads my whole life, pretty much since I started getting pimples. So I put a lot here to like fill in because that's the job, right? It's supposed to fill in your pores. It's called the Poreless putty, right, for a reason. So I put it on right here so I could cover my frown wrinkles right here. And I have my laugh lines that I apply this to. And then obviously my nose and where I have my pores and to the side of my cheeks. I don't worry about anything else other than this little area because this is where I get the most oily and this is where my pores and my skin tends to crack first. You'll start seeing your laugh lines like they wrinkle. You'll start seeing laugh lines right here in your under eyes from laughing all the time. The more you laugh, like the more these wrinkles start like creasing. I don't think I've ever found something that like 100% sets. And then for my foundation, I have the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation. I have the colors Warm Beige and Sand Beige. I'm gonna go with Warm Beige just because I'm not as tan. And I mix it in this little thing with the spatula that it comes with. And then I put it on my face. Yeah, this color's fine. The other one's just a little bit tan, which would be a good color for the summer. And I have used this foundation before. This is actually one of my favorite drugstore foundations. And I do this with the spatula because usually when you pump to your face and you don't spread it out, the beauty blender has like this big thing of like foundation that got sucked in right there. So I like to spread it out first and then go in with my beauty blender so it spreads out evenly and nice. So now I'm gonna go in with my Dose of Colors beauty blender. Yes, I know it's not Milani, but Milani's out the door when it comes to brushes and beauty sponges. And lately, like, I like the coverage where you could tell it's covered but you could still see through my skin, so that's where I'm at right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave my skin as is right here. I'm just gonna blend it a little bit down my neck. Usually when I want more coverage, I'll go ahead and use whatever was left over on this little tray that I have, and I'll dip my sponge in there and I'll rub it in there, and then I'll just like dab wherever I might need a little bit more coverage. And also don't forget, when you are blending your foundation, don't forget around your hairline. I know, like, for me it's a little bit harder because I have baby hairs, but some people don't have baby hairs, And even the ones who do have baby hair like me, like you could tell I didn't apply foundation there. Like if I were to put my hair up, you would be able to see that I didn't put foundation all the way. I also use the spatula and clean it off on my beauty sponge so that when I put it back in here, it doesn't stain any of my makeup products because I don't want it to get stained. And then next I'm gonna go ahead and use their Conceal and Perfect concealer. This is in the color medium beige. I tried this out yesterday. It did crease under my eyes at the beginning. So if I don't set it like right after I put it on, it's gonna crease. And that doesn't mean just this concealer, that's literally every concealer I put on. Because I have wrinkles under my eyes, so you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna blend this out with the little tip. This is the one thing I do like about this sponge is the tip is like almost super fine, like really pointy where I could really get in there. And I do put it on my nose. I'm kind of like shaping my nose. And it's okay if it goes a little bit more in because I am gonna go in later with bronzer. And whatever is left, I use it on my eyelids. And it does blend well, as you guys can see, it blended very well. And I am gonna go ahead and use some cream blush. I like to put cream blush now. I don't know what it is. I never used to put cream blush ever, but now I do. I'm gonna go ahead and use the Cheek Kiss liquid blush in the color 140 Rose Romance. And I don't know what it is. I still apply blush after, but I do like to apply cream blush under. I think it's because I don't have to apply as much blush after like powder blush, but I think it just gives me a natural color. And I am going to use the same spatula that I used earlier, and I'm going to blend it out a little, kind of like tap it. This is a really nice color. Yesterday I used a nude blush and it was just a little bit too light for me, but I used it anyway. Ooh. And then I'm gonna go ahead with the same sponge on the other side where I have not used any concealer, any foundation. I'm gonna go ahead and blend this out. It's a nice pinky reddish color, more pink though when you blend it out. But sometimes if I pass a little bit down here, or if like the concealer goes up here and it looks super white right here, I'll go in with the foundation side and I blend it all out. So like right here I'm a little bit white because of the concealer. Obviously you have to blend out the concealer, so you know, that's why. Make sure to clean off your top because if you leave it just a little bit off, when you close it, the color just like smudges everywhere. So this is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder in the color Light Medium, number 20. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in here. And yes, there is color on this one. Like I said, I don't like my under eyes super bright. And this color is close to my color. So it kind of like evens out the brightness under my eyes in case it's too bright. And then I use it to obviously set my face as well. And then I'm going to go in with my sponge first. And I'm blending out anything that might have creased. And then with the brush and the little thing. The one thing I hate about powder in general is as soon as it touches my eye, it makes my eye want to cry. So right now my eye is like, I gotta give it a second because it feels like it wants to cry a little because of how much powder I put under my eye that some of it got in, so it makes my eye want to cry. See the difference? Set, not set. And as you guys see, the blush is not very visible anymore. There is like a slight hint of color on my cheeks. If you're not a big blush person, I do suggest this is like the easiest way to put a little bit of blush on your skin without it being super crazy. So I'm gonna go ahead and bronze my face. My face, you know, if you want to leave your face like this, you could 100% leave it like this. It looks natural, looks like your skin. It doesn't look overbearing. You could literally just do your eyebrows, put a little bit of mascara, and you're good to go. But for me, I'm gonna go just a little bit extra. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply the Dolce Baked Bronzer. And it looks like there's a little bit of like shimmer in there, but it doesn't like show on your face. When I first bought this, I thought it was maybe a little bit too light for my skin tone, but it's not. It gives you like a subtle bronzing. And I do put a little bit down here. And I don't put any on my forehead. I used to put some on my forehead, but I think my forehead is fine where it's at, where I don't need to put bronzer. So I'm not going to put any bronzer. And for my blush, I'm going to use probably the most famous Milani baked blush ever known. Ever since I started doing makeup, like I've heard of this blush and I put it in my makeup, you know, itinerary, and it's been here ever since. I'm talking about the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. Luminoso. I love this blush. It's like a subtle hint of pink, a little bit of shimmer, where I don't feel like I have to put a bunch of highlighter on my face because I already have some sheen. And I do apply it all over here, a little bit on my chin and on my forehead. And I actually like putting the blush in after the bronzer because it all kind of like blends together, where my bronzer line doesn't look too harsh in case I did put too much at some point. And if you ever do put a lot of bronzer, just go back in with your setting powder, apply it back on there, and it will soften it up. Because I've had that where I've applied a little bit too much. So I actually grabbed this E.L.F. Flawless concealer brush, and with my bronzer, I'm gonna go ahead and contour my nose and contour a little bit of my eyes. Since I already set my eyelids, I could now go ahead and apply a little bit in there to give me some type of definition. So I'm gonna go in with my nose first. And I just blend it. It's like a subtle contour. It's not like over crazy. I don't want it to look like, oh my god, like I need this to look like this or a certain way. And if you hear a noise at some point, that's Mitzi Poo. She's in the back. Right there. In the pink little sweater. I don't know if you guys see it. She's knocked out. Okay, and then back in again. And then for this one, I'm not gonna dust it off. I'm gonna press it on here, and then I'm gonna blend it. There you go. So now I'm gonna go ahead and go to my brows. And I'm going to use the Milani Precision Brow in the color Soft Brown. I tried this yesterday. I probably should have gotten a dark brown too. I have very black eyebrows and I don't want them to overtake my whole face. So that's why I always go with a softer brown, a little bit of a darker brown. So I'm just gonna brush my eyebrows. And because it is a soft brown, I do have to apply a little bit more pressure here because I have like very sparse eyebrows or no eyebrow hair here. So I gotta make myself some eyebrow. Also, I've learned that when I brush through the product, I actually go very lightly, because if I go so hard, I rub off the whole product, and what the hell's the point of that? It's pretty good, and I actually don't brush through it anymore because when I go in with the brow gel, I actually remove some of the product. So it like blends it in even more. So I'm gonna use the clear brow and set my eyebrows. You see it's blending the product. It looks a little bit more natural. And actually, before I put any mascara or anything on, I'm gonna use the Beige blush and I'm gonna put it on my eyelid. I'm gonna give myself a little bit of color so it looks like I actually tried a little. Might need to apply a little bit of more powder. Nose area right here is starting to like crack, so I think I might need to go back in there with my brush real quick and whatever powder was left in there. Yep, I have to do this face. Okay, and now I'm just gonna apply some mascara. Unfortunately, like I said, I don't have a Milani mascara, but it is Drugstore. Like I said, I'm using all Drugstore today. I wanted to keep it true to the Drugstore, you know, because Milani is Drugstore. So go ahead and curl my lashes, apply some mascara, and then some lipstick, and I'm good to go. For my mascara, I am using the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise, the waterproof formula. I have really flat lashes. This is the only one that keeps them semi up. I do curl them and they go up, but throughout the day they like fall flat again. Waterproof mascara is the only type of mascara I could use where it doesn't just go flat, because I've used non-waterproof mascara and my lashes don't even go up. They don't even curl. It doesn't matter what mascara I'm using. It's just not happening for me. Curled mascara, non-curled, no mascara. You see the difference? It like pops my eyes more. For my bottom lashes, I am going to use a different mascara. I use also from L'Oreal their Unlimited mascara. Waterproof as well, because sometimes my eyes will cry and I do not need my mascara running everywhere. And I like this little brush handle. You could move it in like different directions. Well, just up and down, you know, in an angle. But that's good for me because that way I won't get mascara under my eyes. I like my mascaras to be super dark because I want my lashes to stand out. Because with the powder and everything, like, they kind of disappear. I'm gonna do my lipstick, my lips, and I'm gonna show you guys my favorite combo in the world, and it is both by Milani. So my two favorite, this has become like my lip combination. This is gonna be like the lip I'm gonna use for the rest of my life if I find this one individually. This is actually a limited edition color right here. This is the Milani Understatement Lip Liner in the color Shoop. It came in a salt and pepper collab. It was a lipstick and a lip liner that came together. I like this color. You guys are going to see it right now. And then this is my favorite Milani lipstick. This is like the perfect nude. If you're like anywhere near my skin tone color, this is the perfect nude for you to mix with a darker color or even like a semi-darker color. This is the 55 Bahama Beige. This nude right here, it's just like the perfect nude for my skin tone color. It's so good. And then the lip liner, let me open it up. It's like a darkish brown, but it's not like completely dark brown. I don't know if you guys see it. Let me take it up. Right here. So I tried this one yesterday. I actually had not used this lip liner since I got it. And I tried it yesterday and it was so good. Like, it glides on perfectly. I have no trouble with it. It's so good. And I'm going to put it on for you guys right now. And then here comes the lipstick. And it is so pretty. So pretty. Okay, and I'm just gonna curl my lashes one last time. I do this because it helps the curls stay longer. And bam. I'm gonna go ahead and use my Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. Like I said, I had a Milani one. I don't know what I did to it. I could swear I had it. It's gone now. My hair kind of has like its own mind. And then I am going to leave my hair like this. I am not a big person on doing your hair. It's just not my thing. Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. I hope you guys like how it turned out. I actually like how it turned out. It's kind of like natural, but not like overly done. This is something that I would honestly wear every day to go out. It's neutral. It's not crazy. I just like it. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. If you guys want to see any more of these type of videos, please let me know by liking and subscribing. Have a good one, guys. Peace.